GTR, just got it from RENNtech. Bought it on the East Coast in North Carolina through a Florida dealer that took it in on a Huracan. And since it was out there, we figured we might as well send it to RENNtech, get a full build done. It's pretty cool. My first time seeing the car in person, driven the GTS, definitely wanted the GTR. It's a little bit wider, carbon body, four-wheel steering, all the bells and whistles, a little bit more of a serious track car. Adding the RENNtech package just was a no-brainer. Let's give you a quick walk around today, delivery day, and get you familiarized with the car. We'll have another video where we'll do first impressions for driving. We'll do another video as well on just going through the car and what does it cost to go through RENNtech to do their packages and what it cost for me when I had this done through them. So the reason why I chose the AMG GTR over several other cars, nicer overall car for what I'm going to utilize it for. I could drive to work. I want to be able to take it out for dinner at night with the girlfriend. I'm a member of Fast Lane Drive, so I want to do 2-3 hour plus drives each way and have a comfortable car as well, in a classy car, but yet sporty, fun, and fast. This just clicks off all the boxes. I was originally looking at a GT3 RS, and that was just a little bit too track dedicated. I own a GT2 RS Club Sport, so I'm a big P-car fan. A GT3 or a GT3 RS would be my second choice for what I'm doing, and since I have a race car already for the track, this just makes more sense to me. The interior just feels a lot more cleanly done. It has a lot more amenities, like you have heated seats. It just is a lot more entertaining inside, if that makes sense. This car does drive a little bit nicer. The GTR, so you guys know, is definitely a stiffer drive even in comfort over a GTS, but it does have a lot more horsepower. It definitely has the R for a reason, and you can daily drive this car for somebody that's going to be a little bit more serious and wanting a true sports car. Again, you can't go wrong with the Porsche. I just love this car more. It's going to suit my needs and what I want for a weekend warrior car and a daily driver. One of the first things from RENNtech that we did is the body work. So we did the front canards, and then we did the fender extractors. The GTR has carbon fenders, so this package comes with the full kit. Just like the Pro, all the air that's coming in here builds pressure, and so you have a high force and then low force, so you want to extract as much of that airflow as possible, and that's what these are for, just like a Porsche GT3 RS, etc. And it just gives the car more downforce. We have the full branding package on the car since RENNtech did the build. The mirrors, carbon. This is carbon. This is standard. This is an option through Mercedes when you had the build. These were well worth it as well. It just continues the feel of making the car look cooler, but also it is effective. So RENNtech's side skirts, we did the diffusers from RENNtech as well. Rear spoiler, all the carbons going in the same direction, so they really thought it out well. Did a ECU tune on the car through RENNtech. It has a few other mods as well. This one's running about 660 horsepower. Stock, they're 575 horsepower. The GTR as well is wider than a GTS, and this is running 575 stock horsepower crank, compares to, I think, an S running 540, and then I think the regular GT is running about 510. This is a front engine, but a mid-front. So big difference between a front engine car. And I love that because the handling of this car feels so much better than just a front engine car. So you can't compare it to like a Vet or anything like that because it's just a different handling car than a true front engine car. If you look at the ratio for weight, it definitely works to your advantage, and that's why you see so many of the GT3 cars, GT4 cars doing so well in the racing series like IMSA and things like that, because they're such a well-balanced car. I've had like 4 Camaros that are running 700 plus horsepower, and this is just sort of like an American hot rod feel, but definitely just with the Mercedes and AMG stamp on it. It's worth that extra money, put it that way. First impressions with the car, I absolutely love it. It's hard for me to get really passionate, so I probably don't portray it that well in the videos, but the car is definitely exceeding my expectations. I absolutely love it. The sound, you know, it's really hard to have V8 twin turbo sound like a real badass muscle car, and this has it. I don't know how Mercedes does it. There's not really any other manufacturer. I've had a 570 McLaren downpiped, tuned, 200 cell cats, and X-Pipe. You just don't get the same V8 sound out of those cars. Even with Ferrari, these cars just sound so amazing. This is stock exhaust, you guys, and in the video you're gonna hear the pops, crackles, bangs, and I can't wait to do the secondary cat deletes. I mean, when we do a video on that, it's just gonna be so much better. It's just amazing that Mercedes could put a car like this into the US market, sounding how it does from the factory. Just got back in the garage after our drive to Bartlett Lake. Went really well. Jordan drove the car as well. I think he's going to do a video on his comparison from a GTS that he's driven before and now a GTR. Super pumped with the car. Exactly what I was expecting. I wouldn't say it exceeded my expectations because I have my expectations really high as it is and what I want to do and what I want to do with RENNtech. Thank you guys again for everything you've done. And yeah, that's a wrap. We'll see you on the next video.